All right, guys, and we're going to get started. So if you will, go ahead and just drop your name and your campus in the chat so we have a log of who's here today. And then we're going to start off with the raffle. Need not be present to win. So again, those names in there. See them in there. All right, so we're going to do raffle first. So we saw a lot of you guys tweeting yesterday. We're going to keep tweeting today. We're going to also give you some good solid people to follow, how you can follow other people, and some hashtags. We'll go over that. And then Alonso's going to lead us through day 2 on what we're going to do with gathering resources. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Flippity to do the random name picker that's right here in the middle. This is really great. This takes Google spreadsheets and it turns it into interactables and or interactive designs and different things like that. So you'll notice up here, sheets to happiness, right up here in the top. But for Dale, sheets is already happiness. Is that correct, Dale? Right? He loves sheets. But right in here, you can see all the different things you can do with this. It's really cool because it'll give you a demo and then it has instructions on how to do it and then the template. So you can go through and you can see all the different things. There's badge markers, how to make bingo cards, just a lot of variety of things. We are going to do the name picker. So I already have the template and I've put it in. Okay, so take a look, make sure your name is on. All
Lizzie,
right. Yes.
are you familiar with Wheel of Names?
Yes.
It
Yes.
has the same thing, and it removes the name after it wins, and it also
Love
has
it.
a built-in sound effect.
Oh, okay. And that's awesome. That's good. Okay, that's good to know, guys. So we got to jot that one down, right? All right. Wheel of Names. All right. And then the next thing that I want to share with you guys, because we saw you tweeting, we saw you sharing everything out. We want to be able to give you a list of people that you can follow so you can start to build that PLN. So what we've done is on the innovation website. So we go here, professional learning, innovation blast right here. Okay, we're on innovation blast number 2, the blast resources. So right in here, we've included a list of people to follow, how you can follow others, how you can find more people to follow this document right here. So when you click on it, it'll open up for you. Okay, so right in here, be sure to follow Southwest ISD, follow your campus, any other departments that you're a part of. The innovation team, we have our department Twitter account, and then we also have our individual Twitter accounts. Make sure to follow us. There's suggestions here for any of the companies that you like to use. So if you love Nearpod, if you love Pear Deck, Flipgrid, any of those, type them in, look them up, follow them because they're always sending ideas out. Okay. We also have a list of your fellow Blast participants. So if you click on that list, it's going to bring up a member list for you, and then you just add and follow all those people. Okay. Another quick little hint for you is to check out the people that you're following. Who are they following? Okay. So a quick, easy way to do that is to click on their profile, and then you can go in there and you can see who they're following by clicking on their followers here. And then you can just very quickly just click on that follow button, and then you're building your PLN. So those are some suggestions for you. Specific teachers, specific companies, educational organizations that we really like. These were handpicked by us. And then the other thing too is in your search feature, you can also search specific hashtags. Okay, so we've written a couple of hashtags there for you. TCEA, ISTE Live. ISTE Live is probably going to be blowing up in about 2 weeks because ISTE would have been here in San Antonio, but they had to, with COVID and everything, they had to cancel that. So it's all virtual. So you're going to be seeing a lot of postings with that. So ISTE Live might have a 21 on the end, might just be ISTE Live. It just depends. Okay. So that document for you is in the Wakelet. That's linked right here under Blast Resources. Okay, so it's right in there for you guys. All right, so any questions, Raffle, or anything like that? And like we said before, it's that quick 30-second PD that's really quick and easy. Okay. All right, so we're going to turn it over now. We're going to get started for our learning for today. It's going to be Alonso leading us. All right, and then make sure you guys tweet because we're going to have a raffle again tomorrow as well.
Okay. Anyway, here we go. So we want to reflect a little bit about what we did yesterday. We're also going to look at how we're going to search. How do we search for educator tools? We want to make sure you're including sites like Twitter and TikTok. And you're like, well, TikTok. I said, yeah, we can use TikTok to search for tools. We're going to also at show you how to search for reviews. There's so many things out there, so many new things coming out every single day. So how do you search for educator tools? How do you search for educator tools? What do you keep in mind? Um, One of the things a few years back there was a huge push on think with the end in mind. So one of the tools that's out there for us um, is something called. I'm going to share this. So this piece is kind of like a blog, and it's a little dated. It's from like 2015, but it's still relevant. So when you're looking at you're looking for something to choose for your classroom. Again, think about the end in mind. Does this tool allow you to be creative and open-ended? Does it have open-ended uses? Does it foster student collaboration? Depends what the end game is. What is your goal? What is it that you want to accomplish in this lesson? So think with the end in mind. Think about what your goal is whether it's technical. Is it free? Is it going to cost me some money? Am I looking to motivate my kids? Again, it depends on what the end game is. So that part is very, very important. So think about that as you're looking to choose your tools. All right. So when you're making those choices, you're looking for things. I want you to include sites like Twitter and TikTok, and people are like, well, how can I use Twitter or how can I use TikTok? Uh, Again, use it like Google. Go out there and say, hey, I'm looking, you're looking to do a book study on Twitter. So if you go to Twitter and type in book study, you're going to find a lot of different examples of how to do a book study, and they do it in a lot of different ways. If you look at the way this is set up, this is an opportunity for you to make a list of your possible topics, and then as you're making your list, as you're doing your Google searches, as you're doing your Twitter searches, this is where you start copying and pasting links and videos. Once you've looked at that and you figured out that you make your choice. If you look up to the side of the slide, you'll see, or after you're done, you can slide this little uh, fireworks thing, and this is going to be my choice. Whatever box that you figure out, you know what, I'm going to concentrate on this, so this will be our choice. This kind of lets you know what you picked and gives us an idea of what you're going to be working on. Okay. Make sure that also once you've made your recommendation, once you've made your pick, make sure that you put your reflection on Twitter using the SWIC Blast 2 hashtag.
I I just wanted to add, like, as you guys are gathering resources, if you need to copy that slide, add new ones because you might run out of room, feel free to do that. That's your notebook, it's your information. And we're looking at all those topics that you had in your learn it column, maybe your love it column also, like use that to help you get ideas. But just pull from there, and you're just gathering resources today. You're not worrying about learning anything because that's going to be tomorrow where you lock down that one thing. Right now, we're kind of looking at all the things you are interested in, what's out there, what's some information you could use. As you guys open up your notebooks, we're going to be putting comments in there, some suggestions, different types of resources. So you guys might have seen that when you opened up your notebook today, that you already have some comments in there. And also, if you need to brainstorm, like, stay back and talk with us, and we can give you some ideas too. Okay. Um, so I think that's it. I don't know if Laura or Dale has anything to add.
And just real quick, I saw what Loretta, there's a lot to look at. There is a lot out there. So choose what's near and dear to your heart. choose something that interests you. You know, something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe put yourself in the shoes of your students. What is it that you want to concentrate on? Maybe that first week of school or that first month of school. Some strategies that you may want to work on. But again, when you're coming from your heart, this is going to be a lot easier. So look for something that's near and dear to your heart. Because you're right, Loretta. There is a lot out there, but filter it through your heart. Look at something that you really like, and then try to also look at it from your student's point of view.
If you're going to be using Google to search for anything, really pay close attention to dates, because especially with technology, everything is always changing. So if you look, like, let's say for example, I saw somebody talking about interactive choice boards. If you type that in, you're going to see a lot of stuff really dated back. So just make sure that you're looking at current postings or current information, and that'll kind of filter all the stuff that's not really that's old stuff.
So what I did, I went to the hashtag last, followed you, Liz, and then from there I went to see who you followed. The same with Dale. So that's how what I'm doing.
And that's totally how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. You're like, who are they following? And then you look and you're like, hey, that looks like an interesting person. That looks good. Things like that. That's exactly how you do it. There's what I do now is we're going to let you guys gather those resources. So that's all you have to do today is just get that information, what's out there, just find some things. You're just curating things right now. Tomorrow, you're going to lock down and you'll pretty much have an idea by the end of today. I really want to cover this topic, or I want to do this topic, but you'll decide on that. And then tomorrow you're going to have your opportunity to learn it. And we're going to look and see too, like, is there overlap? Should we do like a little session? Do we put you guys into groups? We'll be able to see that based on what you guys are wanting to learn. So just go out there right now and look for resources and share out what you've gathered together, interesting finding, anything like that. Share that on Twitter, and then you are done for the day. Okay, so you'll share that out with SWIC Blast 2. Okay, with the 2 on it. But Alonso, we're going to stay on if any of you have any questions, but you guys are free to go now and gather all those resources.
Appreciate you coming in today, and keep on exploring that universe.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.